Dustin Joel Walker sentenced to life for getting his stepdaughter, 11, pregnant, inside the case. Oklahoma man Dustin Joel Walker was sentenced to life in prison after he admitted to getting his 11-year-old stepdaughter pregnant. In March 2026, he entered a blind plea in court months before his wife, Cherie Dawn Walker, was also convicted for her involvement in the crime. The crime has become a family affair, with the victim's grandmother, Michelle Justus, also being arrested. However, Justus and other family members have insisted that they never knew the young girl was pregnant.
Wet boots ruining your mornings? The job site boot dryer uses gentle, fanless heat to quietly dry boots, shoes, and gloves overnight, helping reduce dampness and odor. Want to check today's Amazon deal? Scan the QR code now or visit grabdeal.us/4 before it's gone.
Everything to know about the upsetting case and developments below. Dustin entered a blind plea in March after Assistant District Attorney Janet Hudson confirmed that DNA testing revealed with 99% certainty that he was the father of the 11-year-old girl's baby, according to News 2 Oklahoma. He pleaded guilty to felony sexual abuse of a child under 12, as well as 6 felony counts of child neglect. Ultimately, it will be, "We only did a blind plea today," Hudson said after Walker entered the plea. A pre-sentence investigation was ordered. Dustin's attorney, Ben Hilfiger, told the outlet that it's not his typical practice to enter a blind plea. "Normally, we will have a plea agreement when we go to plea our clients, but in this case, I didn't feel like there was one that we could get that would be useful or helpful in any way," he said. Dustin's sentencing hearing took place in June 2026, and he was sentenced to life in prison for the sexual abuse conviction and consecutive prison terms for the child neglect convictions. Additionally, he was ordered to register as a sex offender, and he may not have contact with his victims. If Dustin is ever released from custody, he will be subject to supervision. Dustin learned his fate less than 1 month before Cherie was found guilty of 1 count of enabling child sexual abuse and 6 counts of child neglect on July 17, 2026. Muskogee County jurors recommended that she receive a life sentence on each of the 7 convictions, though a trial judge will ultimately determine her sentence at a later hearing. An investigation into the incident began in 2025 when authorities learned that the 11-year-old had given birth to a full-term infant inside of the family's home. The girl had gone without any prenatal or medical care during her pregnancy and labor. "She's been through a horrific ordeal," Hudson told KOTV about the victim in August 2025. "Not only has somebody gotten her pregnant, but she gave birth at home without medical assistance, and this will be her life for the rest of her life." Hudson added that the victim had been pulled out of school, so teachers and medical professionals were made unaware of the abuse. "The child had been out of school for a period of time, and it is my understanding that children may have been homeschooled," Hudson said. Both Dustin and Cherie were arrested in 2025, while the girl's grandmother, Justus, publicly insisted she had no knowledge that the victim was pregnant. However, Justus was also arrested on 1 count of child neglect and is scheduled to go to trial on Thursday, July 23. It's not currently clear if she has entered a plea. If you or someone you know is experiencing child abuse, call or text Child Help Hotline at 1-800-422-24453.